Oh y'all, welcome back to my YouTube video. And today we're gonna be talking about my hunting spots where I'm gonna be hunting for the 2022 and 2023 deer season. And half of my hit list. My hit list is not very big so far. But we'll get into that later. So the spots that we are going into the 2022 and 2023 deer season is we added 2 spots this year, which is a game changer for us. We got one down at our property. You can see it's in like there somewhere. It's in there probably 20 yards into the woods. And we've been seeing some nice bucks. We got pictures of a giant last year. Hopefully he comes back and he shows up in October and November when he usually shows up. In those times we got 2 years of history with him, and he's done the same thing. He's come in like November. He's just come in November, but we've got pictures of him in October. So hopefully he shows up in there. And we have a good spot in there. It's up I think like 16 feet, 18 feet. And probably 5 yards from the bottom of the the ladder stand that we have back there. There's an intersection that is like a left, like it walks in and then you turn and it goes like that. So hoping cruising bucks or does coming through there, and we could get a shot off at 5 yards, and it hopefully would be really hard to miss. So if you make a bag shot, maybe it won't be too bad because you're so close to the deer. And there's not a lot of spot for error because you're that close to the deer. But when they get to the intersection, there's a little opening, and that's when you shoot. For most of the part, it's pretty thick in there. So that covers up from there. We don't have any shooters. I mean, we do have shooters down there, but they just haven't showed up this year, so we don't know if they survived the rifle or they survived the winter. So we'll see about that one. So going to where we usually hunt. For last year, we hunted there every single day. Or not every single day, but every time we went out, we went there. It's at my dad's grandma's house. We got a couple shooters there. We just haven't seen them like without their velvet last year. So we got some pictures with them in velvet, and we only got them like once or twice. And then this year we haven't put out cameras yet from that place to get pictures, but we'll be putting those cameras out in August. I think season opens September 15th or September 17th for us in PA. I'm not sure. I need to check in with that. Sorry for the sun. It's like 6:28 in the evening, and the sun is really bothering me. So from there we got a couple shooters. Again, we have a ladder there, double stand. If you watched my, I think it was youth gun season, you could see around there I got some videos of does back there. If you didn't watch that, go watch that video. So that wraps it up for there. I'm really hoping there's 2 bucks that I'm really hoping we get on camera back there because they were giants as a 3-year-old, and I'm really hoping what they pop up to be with being hopefully 4 years old if my date or my guessing is right. So going from there, going to my grandmother's house. She's got a 16 acres, but she's got like probably 2 to 3 acres with woods. I'm sitting like, hold on, my crow was being weird. Where I'm sitting is there's a oak tree that is right on the fence for the horses. So I don't know if it's a bad idea but I'm like right on the fence of the horses, so I don't know if that's a bad idea, but I don't know. And then again, we have a funnel that goes, like, they have to go right under my stand to pass me. They can't go in front of me unless they go in the cornfield, and then I can't see them. But they cannot go in front of me because it's so thick in there. And like the manure piles there where my grandpa dumps all the horse manure back there. So I don't know if that will, some of that manure will cover up my scent. That's what I'm hoping for, is that covers up my scent most of the time when I'm walking in there and I'm sitting and the wind is bad. I have the camera on the fence pointing to the cornfield that has like an intersection right there, and it goes like down the fence line, like a rock wall is blocking, like there's a rock wall and then the fence for the horses that is kind of making the deer pinch in between those two walking down the fence line. And right when you get out there, right when you get out of the fence line, there is a CRP right there that deer bed in, and they get, I don't think they graze in there. And then if you keep going, like when you go to the CRP and then to like the left is my uncle's tree farm, and he's been growing some trees in there, and the deer have been hammering those where me and him have been spraying back there. Like, I think it's like, it fertilizes the trees, I think, but that scares the deer because it smells really bad. I don't know. And then there's a scrape, a natural scrape that's right next to the trees, and that's probably 100 yards. The scrape is like probably like 100 yards to my tree, and I need to check when I climb back up my climber, but I don't think I can see the stand from, or the scrape from there. But we'll see if the trees fall or if the leaves fall, and I'll see if I can see it. And then my uncle hunts down the cornfield probably 60 yards away from me, so pretty close together, which is okay. I don't think we can see each other from our tree stands. Shooters on that property. It is official, we do have a shooter on that property, and me and my uncle are gonna go after it, hopefully, for him. I haven't told my uncle yet about this deer. I don't think I should, or should I, just to warn him? I think I'm gonna tell him about it, and then probably make a bet with him, and see whoever kills him first wins something, or just kills him. But he is a giant. I got videos of him, probably, I think I got pictures of him July 20th or 21st. I'm not sure, but it was around like 11:30 that he showed up. And he is a giant deer. He's probably 4.5 years old, maybe 5. I think he's like, his 5 is his highest I think he is, but I think he's like 4.5 years old. And I think he's like 130s, 140s in inch-wise for his antlers, but he is a giant deer. Like, maybe to some people he's not really that big because they've been shooting a lot of big deer, but to me, being only hunting for, this will be now my, look at that. That is a big, whatever that is terrifying. Holy macaroni. Dude, this thing's gonna attack me, bro. Holy macaroni. That is a big freaking, that is a big bee. Good grief. Like I was saying, with some people might think to them, oh yeah, it's just small. But to me, being this 2022 to 2023 deer season, for this being my second year hunting, that's a big deer. That's a big deer for me. And I think I counted 11 points. He's got a kicker on his right G2. It's not very easy to spot in the video, but you could see little flashes of it. So hopefully that stays when he gets bigger. I think maybe I think this is as big as he will get. And if he does get bigger, maybe he'll put on like an extra 10 inches or so next year, but I think this is as big as he's gonna get. So I think he's in his prime time killing stage of him being full grown and mature, and he is the biggest deer in the area that I've seen on my trail camera. I haven't got word of any other good bucks on there. That's the only buck I've seen, so I don't know if there's another good buck somewhere. He's just not coming to my camera. But we'll see what happens this year. My hit list will be coming out soon, hopefully in the next 3 weeks. When we get cameras out at my great grandma's house in August and see what we have from there. But for now, stay tuned, because there is going to be hopefully some deer dead this year. Hopefully me and my dad aren't going to go dry like we did last year, only seeing 2 deer in our whole season. So we'll see, guys. Again, shooter list is coming up, and then opening day is right around the corner. So we'll see you guys when I make my hit list.